34 survivors. 60 head-to-head games of endurance and skill. This is Slate's World Cup of Dead by Daylight survivors. Did anyone else who was like a good kid at school, or at least someone who was favoured by teachers for whatever reason, you would always get treated to this joke? Parents, you would walk in and the teacher would go, well, where do I start with Slate? He's been absolutely awful. Like, they'd jokingly start saying bad things about you before saying, no, in all seriousness, he is a wonderful student, a pleasure to have in the classroom. Every parents' evening, that gag, that patter would come out. Classic. And my parents would every single time laugh politely. It becomes a boy who cried wolf situation. I could have, in my final year, been an absolute arsehole. And my parents would have just thought it was some long con. They would have laughed along. And the teacher would be like, no, he set off a flashbang. He's not been good this year. And my parents would go, that's our Slate. Anyway, I'll see you later. Do we get the window here? I don't think we do. No, not quite. Not quite. That's a shame. Yeah, men, they just went so bad when they did it, yeah. Peak humour. Keep on such a rascal, you never become the prefect you were born to be. It's probably the least surprising news you've ever heard that I was prefect for a little bit in primary school. Had a badge and everything. There's a totem right there, a live totem. I think Jen will be very interested in getting rid of that. Wonder what the perk is. Could it be Ruin? It's something that we already know about, which is confusing me. So I imagine we got a little indicator. Nerd. I mean, obviously. That is a given. That goes without saying. Arch Prefect at secondary got a special tie. Get in. Get in. Hey. Get the Jen, a heal over here. So they head over here, though. Is the question I'm asking. There is Legion, they're frenzying. We've got to go. We can't commit to this. They might have their dying state hit pretty soon. No, they need to get me and they need to get Jeff still. Oh, come on. Good stun. Get away over here. Oh, they're not going to kick the pallet. Okay. So can we head back? Whoop. Can we head back to that? Lost their terror radius immediately. There they are. That's obliviousness for us, isn't it? I don't know where they are. There they are. Oh, damn. The mend effect there. It just gets so dark. I'm making excuses, I know. It's so dark, I can barely see anything. Oh well, oh well. Why are we oblivious? Hysteria, probably. Probably Hysteria. So Hysteria, Sloppy Butcher, we've got Blood Favor. Got 3 of our 4 perks accounted for. No Thanner, interestingly enough. I got a special tie too for sports. You got a sports tie. What did that have on it? It had like little footballs on it. Had a pop up for a hex and you got hit coming out the window. Ah, that makes sense, yeah, because it would be Blood Favor. Thank you very much, Jeff. Tough game, tough opening. 2 hooks for a Gen. What are we doing? What are we doing? Help me. Help me. They want to come back to guard that. Oh, no. Well, that... Okay, well, I didn't really see a way out of that one. I think Jen will feel a little bit hard done by there. Is Jeff getting left? Are they going to try and double down on this kill? They seem to be hanging around, don't they? They're going to move away. There's Jeff. And get the totem. It makes sense. It does make sense. Get the totem before you get the unhook so you don't bring the killer over here. It does mean we need to run immediately because we're going to be in trouble after this unhook. Actually, well, we'll let this be Jeff guided. Okay, Jeff gonna start the heal. Gonna take so long to do so. Get 2 people. Okay, that helps. That helps. Reciprocate over here. Right. Well, Jane is in a tough spot. Death hook already. It might be looking to be one of those situations where you're going to eke out as many gens as you possibly can. Also want to stick with other people. Give them the opportunity to take hits, because we don't want to find ourselves alone with the killer here. Yeah, so there's Vittorio. Beautiful. Decent loop this as well. Hey, going against Legion. I don't like Legion games, generally speaking. No, I'm not alone in saying that. And the the streamer's Legion disgusting. In fairness, I'm in anonymous mode, so they don't know who I am. Which is maybe the most egotistical thing I've ever said. I literally just hit him with the "don't you know who I am." After Vittorio. And hang around here just in case they are going to pressure the gen. Yeah, that's exactly what they're going to do. Have they spied me just over the car? No, they haven't. Moving away, moving away, moving away. In we go. Right, well played. Remember, we do have head on. Maybe, I mean, that would be risky. That'd be risky to try and use head on when we are 1 hook away from death, but who knows? That could be what we need to do. Legion games just become mending simulator most times. We all know, yeah, the usual routine of Legion. Repair gen for a bit, get hit, mend, heal, repair gen for a bit, get hit, etc, etc, etc. TTB Ronnie Pickering. I adore that video. Okay, Jane looking to make it 2, a score of 2, which is at least in the vaguest sense defendable. Obviously, as we've seen so many times, 3 is looking to be the magic number. There's 2. We'll be moving to another gen immediately, looking to get that moving. And with poise, you'll be hiding your scratch marks for a while yet. Gen over there, I think you might want to get a bit closer. Closer to Killer Shack. And the Jane who repairs the gens must find a place to start. Found a new reality. Closer to the shack. Yeah, closer to the shack. Any Rush fans here, I am sorry. I'm very sorry. So they're going to frenzy. Do we get a window here? I think you fake this out every day of the week. Ah, well played from them. Do they leave us alone? Yes, they do. I thought for sure they were going to double down on this, try and get a kill. They don't. They leave us, and I appreciate that. Good to let us Rush at least. I'm glad. What's your favourite Rush song? It's boring to say Tom Sawyer. I know it's boring to say Tom Sawyer. But it's probably Tom Sawyer. I do like Closer to the Heart. Like Working Man as well. Has a nice riff in it. I mean, it's Rush. They all have nice riffs in it. I do YYZ. I don't know many, but YYZ is cool. As a bass player, it's got to be YYZ. Is that the one that goes da na 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 da na 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 na? Is that one? That's Limelight, isn't it? Is that Limelight? Living in the limelight, the universal being. I think that's Limelight. Hello, Jay. Welcome in. Excited to see who's doing well. There are some standout performances. Feng is looking exceptionally strong. Hope you're doing well as well. Spirit of the Radio. Honestly impossible to be in a sour mood listening to that song. Very fair indeed. I tell you what I quite like. It's a late one. It's a bit of a weird one. It's a 90s one. Roll the Bones. Anyone else like Roll the Bones? Why are we here? Because we're here. Roll the bones. Roll the bones. I like it a great deal. Talking of liking things a great deal, the Jane camp will like a lot that they have got their 3rd gen. That magic number, that 3. It's a double pop! It's a double pop, and just like that, 2 becomes 4. A bit of a walk in the park becomes a tricky proposition. Good stuff for Jane. Good stuff for the team. Can she find herself a medkit? Can she find a chest? Either that, or can she maybe get on with Jen? Push that along. There is one over here. I think it's a kill? It's a death on hook? I thought there was far more time than that. Well, 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 that is a bit nasty. Might play a very risky game here and head down to basement if you can find it. It's not here, so it'll be in Killer Shack. Jen moving up there. Is this upstairs Jen? Repairable. Tell you what, this could be your ticket to a 5-gen situation. It's a double popper, it is. Victoria also on the same page here, wanting to get the gen done. Am I giving free rein to get the window here? Keep an eye on them. They went down the other side. I'm glad we spotted them in time, but I think it's still all over. Yeah, I was just staring at the other doorway. Staring at the other doorway, ready to move as soon as we saw anything there. They surveyed expectations very nicely. How did they get up that way? I've no idea. No idea. Well played. Well, 4 is, I would say, even slightly above par. It wasn't enough for Jake against Feng. Jane will be hoping, and the Jane camp will be hoping it will be enough for her against Yun-Jin. Right, Corrupt on the right. Doing it for the content, yeah. As if any other... Oh, it's Cannibal. Have we been rumbled? We have. We've got some great distance here. Around there. Oh, God. Nancy, not that way. Nancy, not that way. Sorry, Nancy. Oh, God. I've sold Nancy up the river a little bit there, I'm afraid. I'm so sorry. Let's get the gem moving. Why are you doing this? It's a weird energy, isn't it? Walks up to children playing hide and seek. Why are you doing this? Walks up to children making a den out of recycling bins. Why are you doing this? That's a throwback. That's a reference. When I lived at the previous Bristol flat, when we had our own individual recycling bins, the kids upstairs had made a big childhood den out of everyone's recycling bins. And it was recycling night, it was bin night. So I needed to retrieve my recycling bins. Otherwise, you know, we wouldn't have recycled and recycling would have been overflowing. I thought I could retrieve... My recycling bins were in such a position... They were labelled. They were in such a position that I thought I could retrieve them without compromising the structural integrity of the den. I pulled them out and the entire den came tumbling down. And I won't lie, I think I was justified. It was, you know, those were my recycling bins, and without them, I wouldn't have been able to take out the bins. I did feel bad. Den crusher. Classic Tory move. I'll have you know, I was recycling. I was recycling. Inherently un-Tory. I am looking after the environment. Right, we'll get the gen. Oh, God, I thought there'd be someone going in for Ace. Oh, God, Ace is going to reach second stage. That is a tough, tough break. Not Ace, sorry, whoever's on the hook there. Nancy. Oh, dear. We sold out Nancy to Cannibal, and now she's on second stage. That is rough for her. She's running. Taking a chase immediately. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Well, we'll get on the gen. It's a very tough break for Nancy there. You can hide as much as you like, children, but it won't stop the slow, tireless crawl of time, rendering all your endeavours ultimately pointless. Also, I'm done counting. Me and my missus looking forward to these World Cup Survivor streams, and the bits we miss, we're watching the VODs. It's a lot of fun to watch. Blind Cat, God bless you. That's unbelievably heartening and encouraging to hear. Thank you. Oh, DS for Nancy. Okay. But DS is not the perk it once was. Can she turn that into a full-on escape here? Already being chased again. I'll tell you what. DS. It deserves a buff. I'll tell you what as well. I need to bloody get my skill checks in order here. How can I be a Tory? I actually love paying 5p for a bag. We pushed through the 5p back charge. And only had to give way on several benefits concessions. Equilib them mindset. Right. They know where we are, don't they? Yep. Keep on moving. We need to evade. You fake out the window here. Move around. Oh, wow, 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 wow. That could not have been much closer. And they're going to head away. Oh, my life. It flashed before my eyes. Fair play to the Nancy as well, who has escaped. DS actually assisting someone there. Who would have thought it possible? Who would have seen the day? Big terror radius, there they are. Go for the combat harvester. They don't want to deal with this because chainsaw's not too amazing on the combat harvester. Give us a tap, they'll head back. Presumably they'll head back. But they're not. Chasing the ace, perhaps. Oh, sorry, Addicted. I'm exactly the opposite. When I see someone doing something unique or special, I immediately join their stream to check it out because it shakes things up. Thank you for doing this. Oh, well, that's very heartening as well. Thank you, Addicted. Very, very kind. Sorry as well. I'm getting very bad on missing bits of chat. Well, just get the gen. Get away. Want to get to the double window loop. Take it out. Move around here. Trying to see where they were through the wall. They're going to vault over. Go back around this way. Oh, it's bamboozle. Okay, that's fine. Take it out. Come around. Yeah. Well played by them. Limit their options on a double window loop. But I think that's first hook. 1 gem remaining. This is still a good game state. In fact, sorry. While I was accepting all your praise and getting a big head, I forgot. Well, no, actually, it just happened. We have drawn. It will be at least a point for Yun-Jin here. Has matched the 4 points put forward by Jane. Nancy looping around this pallet. Good job from the Nancy. Takes a hit. Oh, they'll want the stun to move in for the save here. That won't do it. No, someone else needs to come in. And there is Ace. And Bubba, fair play to him, moving away. Get the unhook. I think we've gotta run away before we go for a heal here. Glad that Ace is on the same page. I think, let's just get to a gate. We know Cannibal's all the way over on that side. So let's get to a gate, try and secure the exit, but the exit is sort of only for gen differential because we know now that Yun-Jin has defeated Jane. 3 points to Yun-Jin. Only question remains, will it be 6 points or 5? Hello, Pork Chop, welcome in. Not stated enough, your movement and reads on this game are phenomenal. Oh, stop it. Stop it. My head can only get so large. I appreciate that, thank you. Thank you very much. Great loop, thank you. Tories tend to recycle, but then just buy Range Rover because they've done their bit. There's a great bit in the thick of it about that, where Peter Mannion, who is the Tory MP in that show, gets quizzed about buying champagne during a time of hardship for the public. And it's like, it was a half bottle of champagne, which I have now recycled. Like the idea of recycling being an easy get out for out-of-touch Tories. It was my anniversary and it was a half bottle, exactly, yeah. Oh God, what are we doing here? As always with the World Cup, you don't want to put your points in jeopardy. You want to get out as soon as you can. There we go, there's Cannibal over there, takes the stun. Just surveying your land. There goes Ace and Nancy. It's quite nice sometimes to take a step back and see the game as it's progressing. So Ace going to run in directly. There's the dying state. Can't see where. Is that knockout? There might be knockout, you know. I hate the Tories. Well, Dog Squad, you're in good company here. There's the dying state. They're going to go after Ace. So, Oh, this is risky. Yun-Jin, having already secured the victory, emboldened to go after the unhook. Sorry, to go after the recovery. Ace down. Over here to get the pickup. Oh, come on. You gotta be recovering there. This is now in incredible jeopardy, and it's probably gonna be Blood Warden. Yeah, the killer opens the gate. Killer opens gate. Coming back with a chainsaw. For some reason, probably to speed their way over here. There's the full heal. Are they guarding the dying state now? In which case, maybe Ash can crawl away. It's typically tricky to see how to play this. Ace, sorry. Ace is going to start crawling. Hello, Slashy. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. But there is Cannibal. Just buying as much time as you can here. Oh, shit. I don't want to be running alongside Nancy. That's a surefire way to body block one another. Ace, trying to get onto the pallet here. We'll do so. Then calls to the other side of the pallet. And then Nancy throws the pallet. Goes to recovery. Ace is up. There's the chainsaw. I'm really scared now. Cannibal going after Nancy with a chainsaw. Circle around. Get to the gate. Okay. So Yun-Jin is safe. Doesn't really... I don't think there's any way you can help this situation further. Oh. There goes Nancy. Can you get the pallet stun here? Oh, you wouldn't have been close enough anyway. Oh. Can you take the... Oh, no! Right. The good news is... It is Blood Warden, a fool. The good news is... You're quite far away from any hooks. With great skill checks, maybe you're wiggling off this thing. We will see. It's going to be close. Going to be very close. Damn. Well, no matter. That was a bad play from Yun-Jin there. But it was in a low pressure situation. There is the win for Yun-Jin, a loss for Jane. Some high gen scores all the way through Group G. One to look out for, possibly an early contender for the Group of Death. Talking of death, that will be Yun-Jin ascending to the entity. Feng has the lead of Group G. And yeah, that 1 point could be all the difference down the line, especially against Feng there. We will see.